It was the time of the judges in Israel, a chaotic era of war, oppression, and unlikely heroes. Israel was under the harsh rule of King Jabin of Canaan, whose military commander Sisera was feared across the land. His iron chariots and brutal tactics crushed any resistance. God raised up Deborah, a prophetess and the only female judge of Israel. She led the people with wisdom and strength. One day, Deborah gave a divine command to the warrior Barak. "Go. The Lord will give Sisera into your hands." Barak agreed on one condition. "I will go if you go with me." Deborah replied, "I'll go, but the honor won't be yours. The Lord will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman." That woman was Jael. Who was Jael? She wasn't a warrior, not a prophet, not even an Israelite. She was a tent-dwelling Kenite woman living in peace between both sides, neutral in the war. But everything changed after the battle. Israel fought bravely under Barak. The Lord sent a storm. The Canaanite chariots got stuck in the mud. Sisera fled the battlefield, on foot, alone and exhausted. He ran for refuge, and he came to Jael's tent. Why? Because Jael's husband Heber had a peace treaty with Sisera's king. It felt safe. Jael stepped out and welcomed him. "Come in, my lord. Don't be afraid." She gave him milk to drink, covered him with a blanket, and let him sleep. But Jael knew what this man had done, what his army had done. She knew this war wasn't just about kings and armies. It was about oppression and cruelty. She waited until Sisera was fast asleep. Then, with trembling but determined hands, she took a tent peg and a hammer and drove it through his temple while he slept. The mighty general Sisera, killer of thousands, was dead, at the hands of a woman with no sword. When Barak arrived, still chasing Sisera, Jael stepped out and said, "Come, I'll show you the man you're looking for." And there he lay, defeated, just as Deborah had prophesied. That day, God used a woman in a tent to finish what warriors had started. Reflection. Jael's story is brief, brutal, and bold. But when history came knocking on her tent flap, she acted. Sometimes God uses the unexpected, the unseen, and the overlooked. Jael reminds us that your place doesn't limit your purpose. You don't have to be a leader to be used by God. You just have to be willing and ready, because sometimes the biggest victories come from the quietest heroes.